What's going on, guys? Bustle6 here, back to another video, and today I'm here with an album review for you guys. It's a little bit later than usual, but I was spending time with the family, and well, I finally got enough time to actually do an album review. And then tonight, I should say, I'm going over the newest studio offering from Fulci, Duck Face Killings. This album comes out on the 9th of August of 2024 on 20 bucks spend, which I believe I did an album review for a band that was on 20 bucks spend, but if not, then I need to check that album or that label out more because I feel like I'm missing out on some really damn good death metal. Anyways, this I believe is their fourth studio album if you don't include the More Sounds session, which I mean it's mainly a compilation album, but if you guys want to include it, more power to you. But this is technically their fourth album in my book, so essentially what this band is, well, it's talking about Lucio Fulci and all of his glorious films, which, I'll be completely honest, I have not seen any of his films, if I remember correctly. I do know of The Beyond, Gates of Hell, Zombie, and I have heard of this one that they are actually doing a bit of a concept on, or just what they're talking about, which is the New York Ripper. And I haven't seen this movie before, but I hear it's interesting to say the least. Even though I've heard Fulci has made some duds, I mean, every director is going to make a bit of a turd in the punch bowl every once in a while, but I mean, it's Italian horror, so what are you going to do here? And this band formed in 2013, by the way, and this is I guess a brutal death metal band, but I'll get into that more when I get into the album, but yeah, I've heard of this band. I have heard that their last album, Exhumed Information, was a really damn good album, but I didn't have a chance to check that out. But I have a chance to check this one out, and well, why don't we just get to the opening track, Vile Butchery. And immediately from that, I get instant Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel, kind of that whole Florida death metal scene on this song in particular, but man, when it gets to the brutality, it does not let up at all. And really damn good stuff. And like that more brutal side stays with basically the entire album all the way through. Especially on after the instrumental A Blade in the Dark, you get the next three tracks. Fucked with a Broken Bottle, Morbid Lust, and Manic Unleashed. It's just pummeling riffs throughout, and the drum work is absolutely spectacular as well. The vocals, very low and guttural, a little bit of John Gallagher, maybe Frank Mullen-esque in terms of like the lower vocals, like some like big suffocation and big dying fetus like riffs, and just from top to bottom is absolutely fantastic throughout. And the riffs just go throughout the entire album as well. Slasher Reality, Human Scalp Collection, if that's easy for me to say. The title track and Sadistic Murder, and Stabbed, Gutted, and Loved. Some of the big standout tracks on this entire album. It's absolutely pummeling throughout, almost kind of slam-like to a lesser extent because of just how unbelievably guttural and low the registers are. I really like the riffs on this album. I think the riffs really complement the album as a whole. And just from top to bottom, the songwriting is just brutal throughout. And it's a very short album, too. Like, there's only 14 tracks, but all of them are all under 3 minutes. And I believe the longest track on this entire album is actually it's the final track, Il Mille del Diavolo? Diavolo? I think that's how you say it. Like, I'm part Sicilian, but I kind of struggle with my Italian every once in a while, so bear with me. And that last song is very weird because it's mainly saxophone, which is interesting to say the least. What is the saxophonist name, if I could pull it up on the Metal Archives? Mario Lucy, I believe that's how you say his last name. I apologize if I butchered that. A very interesting way to kind of end the album, but I kind of feel like it ends the album a little bit appropriately because it's basically talking about the crime that happened, and it's like this big dramatic scene, and essentially like all this murder happened and, you know, the bad guy like kind of dies in the end, and it's a very, very interesting stuff. Now I will say the way that they use the samples is absolutely fantastic. Like A Blade in the Dark and No Scorio. How the hell you say that? Lo Squartore, I think that's how you say it. And on a Rotten Apple as well. Like they have these very weird samples that I guess kind of complement the album with the horror theme that they're going for, but it's a little bit interesting to say the least how they kind of structure it in a way, and I actually kind of think it works to a lesser extent. Now it kind of makes the album a little bit weird, but it kind of ends on a really damn good note with that final saxophone ending, because I think it really gives the album a big triumphant-esque feel. Like, it sounds very 80s. And that's more appropriate than the 6-track Knife, which features... Oh my god, this was such a random-ass track. That features Lord Goat. No idea who he is. That's how he goes on the Metal Archives. He's some kind of rapper, I guess, and he's legit rapping. It sounds like a full-on Body Count song. And not that I'm saying that's a bad thing, but this dude's no Ice-T. I mean, who could be Ice-T at this point? But, yeah, it's very weird to see how they kind of incorporated that element in some ways. And it's a little bit odd. It's a bit of an odd song in the outset of things. But I think from top to bottom, this is killer stuff. If I had to gripe, I guess the like instrumentals, you could have cut that off the album, but it does give it a nice kind of tongue-in-cheek kind of ordeal, which I kind of did like with how they sampled in like those, I guess for more of the source material that they were using, which I kind of did like. I kind of like that little aspect that they did there. Production is really good. I really dig the production. The drum work's really damn good. I really love the drum work. Riffs, absolutely meaty and just flat out vicious. Vocals are just disgusting. And even with the samples, they kind of add to the album in a way. And I love the album artwork too. That album artwork is very, very, very damn good. Hopefully YouTube won't take it down and give me another strike like they did with the Broadquin album. So, all in all, I'm going to give this 4 stars. This was a really damn good album. And this is short, too. This is just over 30 minutes. It's like 32 minutes and some change. And it's a very fun, but yet disgusting 32 minutes and some change. So, if you like maybe Pyrexia, Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel, Obituary, well, I wouldn't say Obituary, but Suffocation, Dying Fetus. If you love that and you love some horror elements involved, you're going to love this album as much as I did. So, all in all, I'm giving this 4 stars. So, folks, what did you guys think about Fulci Duck Face Killings? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, tap the big subscribe button, and tap the bell so when I upload, you guys will be notified. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Most importantly, join the herd. Till guys next video. Peace out.